So it was about not, we've had quite high expectations on ourselves. I think we didn't want to screw it up. But once we read the script, and once you realise that it was all those things that you were familiar with in J.K. Rowling's world, all of that everyday magic, silly things, like when I arrived on set, and I remember seeing this newspaper stand, which was miles down the street, was never going to be in shot. I was walking past it during a break between takes, and I saw all these newspapers, and I started reading the articles, and not just the front cover, but every single page had an intricate story entirely related to that day and date and what was going on in the magical world. And that detail was just so intoxicating that it I actually found that quite invigorating. And so the pressure then kind of decreased for a moment, and it's only now when I keep meeting people and people keep going, how are you dealing with the pressure, that I start to really feel it again. So.
Okay, we have time for 2 more questions, and the first one is for our filmmakers. Now, we received a lot of questions, I have to say, about this. So on behalf of everybody who asked, we've heard the names Dumbledore, and Grindelwald in connection to this movie. So can you tell us a little bit about the connection to Harry Potter, and if there are any other Easter eggs in the movie?
Well, we can't tell you too much, obviously, because we'd have to kill you all before you could see the film. So we do mention Dumbledore in this movie, and he kind of features a little bit in a wonderful scene between Colin and Eddie. And Grindelwald does feature in the movie, sort of in the background, and he's going to become a much more prominent part of the stories going forward. Any more than that, I really couldn't say. Could you know? Lips sealed.
Nothing? You give us nothing?
We don't know either.
Right then, although Fantastic Beasts hasn't even opened yet, we already have many fans around the world who sent in questions asking, what is next for you? What can you tell us? Can you tell us anything?
Well...
Don't ask me that, was what that face said.
Newt, we next see Newt in another big capital city. And it's not going to be New York. It's somewhere else entirely. And Joe has actually written the script, and it's just as magical and just as marvellous as the first one, but very different, which is so exciting for all of us. These guys haven't seen it yet. We've seen it, and we're really, really, really excited about it.
Secondo me ci stanno trollando.
Poi per chi non ha capito
What's going on here? There's something going on. Come on, you can't do this to us. Go on.
David said I can't say. Sorry.
Can I just jump in and say,
yes,
one of the best moments for us on set was when Joe would come to set. And I think David found it sort of a mixture of wonderful and mildly frustrating, because we would turn into like 7-year-olds and be like, we'd stop work, we wouldn't be able to do it. And Joe would come up to us and she would say, I'm working on the new script. I'm not allowed to tell you anything. But she would just start launching forward.
Actually, guys, there is someone here who probably can tell you a little bit more.
attenzione, stiamo arrivando a saluti, direi, sapere questo è l'ora di saluto per se l'eggiatrice del film è ovviamente al
Oh my god! Welcome. Hello. Thank you for being here. You're very welcome. Goodness gracious. What can you tell us?
I told them everything. Eddie's just told the truth. I kept telling them things I shouldn't have told them.
Really?
Yeah, they know quite a lot. They've been lying to you. They know everything. They don't know everything. They know quite a lot about the next movie. So yeah, I get excited. I tell actors things.
Does coming here to these things as well propel that excitement as well?
Of course, this is unbelievable. This is like old times. This is, yeah, this is like travelling back in time. It's amazing. Yeah.
Can I just quickly ask what it was like for you as part of this? You know, we talked about it earlier about, you know, you've been involved in writing the script and this being a different journey for you.
Yeah, I learned how to write a script while writing a Hollywood movie. That's I wouldn't recommend that as a way to learn. It's quite stressful. But yeah, it's been an amazing experience. I've loved it. I've really loved it. Hence me writing another one and yeah.
Oh, another one and another one and another one. There we go. Oh, I'm kind of speechless that you're here, and the reaction from you guys as well.
Sorry, guys.
Is wonderful. And to you guys, yeah? Feels like Christmas, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It really does. That was amazing. What a wonderful surprise. On behalf of everyone here in London and everywhere around the world, thank you all for taking the time to be here tonight and being part of this incredible event, for this thing that you've all been part of and created all over the world. And I know we're all more excited than ever to see Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. How about you guys? Yeah? Do you agree? And shall we hear from everyone else around the world? Let's hear it now from Sao Paulo. Keep it going for the applause, also out in Rome.
My people,
And New York as well.
my other
And
people.
Los Angeles. Now, before we head back to Los Angeles, though, Joe, please, whilst you are here, the question that we asked David, that he kind of sort of sidestepped slightly, was what can we expect next for Newt? Can you tell us any more?
I can tell you that, well, David has told you that we do talk about Dumbledore and Grindelwald. And he's wincing. I'm not allowed to say too much. I can say one thing. We were doing some script sessions the other day, and I can tell you that we always knew it was going to be more than one movie. We knew that from the start, and we said a trilogy is a kind of placeholder, didn't we? Because we knew there would be more than one movie. But we've now, I think we can say, am I allowed to say that, David? Yes. So I've now done the plotting properly, so we're pretty sure it's going to be 5 movies. Which they didn't know.
Which they didn't know.
Dan, why are you wincing? Do you want me to kill you?
Wow, that's a nice way to discover this, isn't it? This is crazy. Let's head out to Natalie in LA.
Oh my gosh, that's breaking news here. Huge cheers erupted here, Edith, when she said 5 movies. We are so excited. Yes. We want to thank these guys as well, Colin and John, for joining us here in Los Angeles. You guys have long careers ahead of you with 5 movies here. Thanks to all the fans for being here as well. Whether you're in a theater or watching online, we all have a date to see Fantastic Beasts and where to find them when it comes to a theater near you, November. Don't forget, advance tickets are on sale now in the US and Canada, everyone. Have a great day.
Allora, facciamo un rapido riassunto sulla parte veramente entusiasmante.